When I first started at Savills, I was made redundant at my old role during COVID, and it was a really hard and challenging time. I got in touch with a recruiter that I knew, and they told me that Savills were looking for a facilities manager. I'm very proud to say that I got the role within 6 days of being told I was made redundant. So I identify as pansexual, which means that I don't really look at gender or sex. It's more about the person. I fall in love with the human being, so to speak. I didn't really have a coming out because it just never really happened. I've always been a very colourful person and hung out with creative types, so I didn't ever feel like I had to until I actually started dating my fiance, and I had to kind of have that conversation of I'm dating a woman to my family, but they were all really lovely and just embraced me and my fiance, so that was wonderful. It's not all been sunshine and daisies. We had some really awful things happen to us. We had hate crime happen from our neighbour, so we ended up moving house. And then after that, I was always a bit wary of telling people who I was and the fact that I was with a woman. But I feel very lucky that within Savills I've never had any issues with that. And even though I think when you are part of this community, whenever you start something new, like a job or a gym or whatever, or you're and meet new people, you do feel like you're kind of coming out all over again. And you never know how it's going to land sometimes, but I'm very fortunate that it's never landed in a wrong way. Savills have always embraced who I am from a sexuality perspective. It's really good that we have D&I groups so that, you know, if you feel like you want to have that support with a group of people that will understand. I do think it probably does need to be pushed out a bit more throughout the site-based teams. I'm lucky because I'm more head office based, so you hear things and everything, so that's probably one of the reasons I've chosen to do this, really, is because I want the site-based teams that I go out and speak to, because I go around and travel and see all the different shopping centres. I want them to know that if they felt like they didn't have the support on site, they could always reach out to me. So that's why it was quite important for me to be here and do this today.